Hi, State Senator Paul Formica here in downtown Niantic, where this month we're celebrating Women's History Month. And what better place to do it than here on Main Street, Niantic, where over 40 businesses are owned or operated by women. We have Azaleas, we have Artesian Frame Shop. Down the street we have Cafe Soul. All kinds of wonderful women-owned businesses here, as I said, over 40. And Women's History Month is to be celebrated because women are such an important part of our business community, of our life, of our family, and we are here today to celebrate that with my good friend Jessica at Arthur Murray Dance Studio. Let's go in and meet her. You know, I've been coming here for years. Arthur Murray's been an anchor on Main Street for 35 years here in downtown Niantic. I brought my shoes just in case. Come on in.
Hi, welcome to Arthur Murray.
Hey, Kels, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing great,
Are
thanks.
you ready for your lesson?
Yes, I can hardly wait to dance with Jess today.
Awesome, she's ready for you.
All right, let's go meet Jess. Hey,
Hello,
how are you?
Good.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you too. I've got your book. You ready to do this?
My lesson book.
Your lesson book.
I got my shoes.
Yep.
Time to dance.
It's
Come
time
on.
to dance. You're gonna...
Jess, always great to see you here at Arthur Murray Dance Studio on Main Street. And we walked through your beautifully, newly expanded dance floor. And we're in an art gallery. What's going on with that?
So I always have this joke that, people have oops babies. I tend to have oops businesses. I have a passion for starting businesses, and my grandmother is a national pastelist. So my grandmother, Claudia Post, I decided to, during a shutdown, open a gallery. We had already decided to expand the space for the dance studio 2 months before the world shut down. And I didn't need all the space. And I figured, you know what, this is a perfect space for an art gallery. So we just converted the other space, did all the business things and started right up.
And so is a lot of Graham's work in here, or she just likes
Her
to run
work
it?
is here, actually, yeah. We have one of her pieces behind us, and there's several others. And she got all of the artists herself. So there's about 8 other artists. They happen to all be from the Salmagundi Club in New York. And so they're all Salmagundians, and they're handpicked here, and all their work is here.
Fantastic. It's a beautiful gallery.
Thank
Goes
you.
with your beautiful dance floor. You talked about the world changing, and the world did change. Those of us in hospitality and those of us who depend on people business.
Yeah.
How did you get through not being able to dance for however long you couldn't dance?
It was a little tough. So all 3 of the businesses that we own are leisure and entertainment businesses. And so during a pandemic, it's not really something people want to do, is come face to face and be around other people. So it was a little rough. My other business is with my husband, Seth, and we own Captain Seth Sport Fishing. And so we had a charter boat, and that was not affected in an adverse way. We still had people who wanted to be outdoors and be out in the open, right? And so while we had to shut down and we couldn't dance for a little bit here, once we were able to come up with the protocol and procedures to be able to do that safely, we did that. But until then, we had the boat still going out, and the gallery was a slow start. It still is a little bit of a slow start.
But it's a labor of love, like everything you do. I mean, I've been dancing with you for...
We go way back.
Yeah, 12 years, I think.
12 years.
I've been dancing here, and you have a lot of the same students, and you have a lot of the same people that come and enjoy the lessons from you and your great staff for that time and longer.
Yeah, we have quite a few students that end up being lifers. Yeah. So we have ones that are celebrating over 20 plus years dancing here, and you started. And we've had so much opportunity to go dancing in different places all around the world, huh?
We did. There's, a number of Arthur Murray dance studios around the state that are connected in one form or another. And you know, there was a few times we were able to travel abroad with a number of people. I think there are 35 or 40 people from the dance studios that came on a cruise ship, and I remember dancing in front of lots of people looking down from above us.
Well, you can't unforget dancing a tango in San Marcos Square,
No,
right?
That was the highlight, the absolute highlight in Venice and San Marcos. I was a novice tango, which I still kind of am. So dancing in San Marcos Square with Naomi, and you know, we just started dancing in the middle of the square, and all the people came around and watched us.
Yeah.
And it was just unbelievable. And it's been a highlight for me, certainly being able to dance, and it's been great. And I can understand why so many people just make it a part of their daily life because it's just a great thing to do.
Yeah.
When did you start? When did you get the dance bug?
So I started back when I was 17. I started as a student, and I danced for a couple years. I think I went through the same journey that any student does, where you walk in and you're like, what am I doing? Why am I here? I was super nervous, and then my teacher just made me feel at home, and I danced for a couple of years as a student. But I knew right away that I told my grandmother, who got me into the dancing actually. She brought me in for my first lesson, and I remember saying to her, I want to do this forever. This is it. And she saw the spark in my eye, and she just kept me connected. And so it didn't take long before I had an opportunity to buy the studio at 22 years old with a partner. And we've had it now, so this year will be 14 years.
My word, 14 years, that's unbelievable. And you started at a great young age doing your passion, right? And that
discovering it and then doing it, right?
What's better than being able to come in and dance every day and share that joy? You know, we talked a little bit about the pandemic. You know, tell us a little bit about how we get a hold of you, the website. Has the state been any help? Are there things that we can do better as a legislature to help you? And
I think that some of the programs during the pandemic were very helpful as far as the PPP is regarding the funds that they were able to provide for us. So that was very helpful. As far as business right now, though, we are pre-COVID numbers and soaring. I think everyone is really raring to go and ready to dance. We have our regular private lessons that we offer. We do public, open to public parties twice a month now. Those are really taking off. We have a kids class on Mondays, which actually both my children are able to join in now. It's really neat to see a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old do a salsa out there, and the etiquette that they get to learn with it. As far as the best way to contact us, I would probably say our website, or you can even send us a text. I mean, it's 2022, right?
Yeah. It's so great. And 3 businesses, 2 kids, helping husband Seth run the charter fishing boat. You're busy.
I'm very busy, but you know what? I don't like saying that so much anymore. I'm trying to retrain, right? Life is full. Life is really full.
Yeah, and you do so much for the community. You spend so much time donating to causes and, you know, supporting the great things that happen on Main Street. When we had the Celebrate East Lyme, you're always a big part of that. So, you know, we thank you for that. And, you know, being in business as a woman owner, are there challenges? Or do you just put your head down and do it?
I feel like women are very naturally equipped to just make things happen and work, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's always, especially when you're a mother, you have so many things that you're never off the job.
Yeah.
And so then when it comes to a business, it's not really any different. You're just kind of have a different hat on, but it's still the same thing. It never really kind of turns off. But, you know, I don't think we have extra challenges. I think, if anything, it's just a blessing to be able to have that mindset already and just be able to apply it to a business. You know, my staff, they're in a way sometimes like my kids too, and so we're a big family here. We pride ourselves on that. I love the relationships that are built with the staff, with the students here. We have a lot of students that have been through a lot of trauma in their life, and this has just been their respite. It's been their place to recover. So.
Well, remember when I first started, we did, my wife had just passed, and we were doing fundraisers for our first Walking Hearts with Donna at the
Yeah.
Rocky Neck Heart Walk.
Is that where it all began?
You know, we didn't know each other, and you couldn't wait to help and participate with that. And that was the first time I really danced. I never really danced much, and came in, and we did a great fundraiser. A lot of people came, and you know, I remember you saying, "Hey, why don't you start dancing?" And you know, it's been wonderful. Certainly at that time, in a very difficult time in my life, it was great for me to have a different focus. You know, I was working all the time, and then, you know, all of the extra stuff. You know, the great people that you have here, the friendships that you make, but the travel. And you know, we talked about the cruise that we went to Italy with them, but we also went on another trip out to Argentina. And you know, doing the tango.
Yeah, we got to see a tango show. We got to take lessons. Yeah. We got to learn the culture of tango, right? Because I think up here it's another dance that we're learning, and we think, oh, we just show up for the classes, but tango down in Argentina is a lifestyle.
It's a way of life.
It is a way of life. There's a special way of how you even have to ask someone to dance that is nonverbal.
And one of the greatest things about tango down there, which, you know, these people don't get going until after midnight.
I know.
Right? The dancers that are really good come out later in the night, and they get a special place on the floor so that people can watch it. It's unbelievable to watch the culture. Right. You know, I got these when we were down there in Argentina. These are my dance shoes.
So they're extra special shoes.
These are extra special shoes. So you got to have good dance shoes when you're on a beautiful floor like you had there. And, you know, this is what we have. Nice dance shoe, and it's got felt bottom.
Yeah.
Right?
And it is key, and I'll tell you why. Number one, we have floors that we don't want to mess up, right? Yeah. But also because of the flexibility in them, right? And then it has like the bottom is makes it so that you can glide on the floor a little easier, you know? So just like any sport, there's equipment that goes along with it, right? If you're a skier, you get skis, and you have to have them fit a certain way and it's the same thing with shoes, is that you want to have a shoe that fits well, that you can move with, and it just complements the dancing that you're going to learn, right?
Yeah. And this, to me, does that, and it reminds me of the great trip we had learning Argentine tango down in Buenos Aires. So what do you think? Should we go out to the dance floor?
Yeah, why don't we get it?
Yeah. Well, let me put my shoes on, and let's see what happens out there.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Jess.